Joining me now is Eric Hensal, the designated human representative of Murray Hill, Inc. Eric,
yeah, good to be here this evening.
Nice to see you tonight. As the designated human, this is great. Murray Hill, Inc., a PR firm in the D.C. area, when you guys tried to actually run for Congress, you actually tried to file the papers to run for Congress.
Oh yeah, no, we filed everything. We initially wanted to run in the Republican primary because we figured that would be a place to be.
Of course.
But you had to be a registered voter to participate in the primary, so we tried to register to vote, and we were disqualified from that point. But fortunately for us, I mean, you don't have to be a registered voter to run for Congress in a general election. So we went and tried to apply and to be a candidate. And we were disqualified because we weren't old enough, according to the state of Maryland. And
you have to be how old?
25.
Is that the state law or is that the Constitution?
The Constitution. Yeah, the Constitution defines it.
Yeah,
and
25, 35 for
35 and 40. Right. So we weren't old enough. Now, our argument was, it's like, you know, corporations don't turn 21 and buy beer. You know,
right.
We don't age as bodied persons.
Well, corporations can buy beer on day one.
Exactly.
And deduct it from their taxes.
Exactly.
If they give it as a gift to somebody.
We were saying we were as old as the statute that we were incorporated under. But, you know, they sent us a nice memo, findings of fact. They wrote it up, a couple pages. Yeah. But they gave us a big disqualified stamp on our paperwork and sent us on our way. But for us, you know, in Murray Hill, we took this seriously. It was a point to make about the logic of the Supreme Court decision and overall the logic of this idea of corporate personhood. We felt the American public deserved to see it played out to some sort of logical conclusion. Yeah. And that's really what we followed up.
Well said. The radio ads that you're running, I want to play just a clip of one of these radio ads for our TV viewers here. This is an example.
When the Supreme Court and Citizens United allowed unlimited corporate campaign spending,
Christine O'Donnell
agreed that corporations are people too. That's why
Christine O'Donnell
opposes the Anti-Corporate Disclose Act that limits corporate free speech spending. Murray Hill and corporate.
Isn't this is great? Now, I'm assuming that you've got a nice announcer doing the setup, and then Christine O'Donnell.
Oh yeah, no, that's this computer synthesized voice to drop in the name. Right. And the office you run for. So if you wanted to do John Kasich, governor in Ohio, you could do that, right. Or John Boehner, we did that. The point was we were trying to create a national identity for this. So anyone who wanted to run that ad, they can just drop in that person.
And you've actually run these ads?
We've actually run the ads. We actually have
districts.
purchased. We purchased in Dayton and we purchased in Wilmington. Yeah. You know, to sort of get that out there, to sort of say it can be done. And for us, we were trying to make a point that, well, at least we were brave enough as a corporation to put our name on something.
Well, and that's something that whoever's funding the chamber, I mean, we were talking with Faz Shakir earlier, $800,000 plus, and this is probably just the tip of the iceberg, coming from foreign companies that specialize in outsourcing, that they're laundering through the Chamber of Commerce so that their name doesn't have to be on it, and that money is going to support Republican, by and large, Republican candidates all over the country. I get it that, you know, this was a satire, but there's a really serious issue, isn't here, Eric?
It was very serious. I mean, for us, as a firm that does communication work for nonprofits, and we spend a lot of time trying to tell stories, and I think oftentimes the progressive community sort of falls flat when you're trying to reach out and talk to people about this. I worked on a video that's going to be coming out with Public Citizen, and I talked to a woman from Tennessee. We did sort of interviews on the street. What do you think? I said, so I gave her the pitch, like a corporation running for Congress, you know, what do you think? Well, maybe, and her answer was, she started with, well, maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea. Corporations run things, they do a good job. She's a real earnest woman.
Hey,
and now
you did it in Italy in the 30s.
You know, you talk to her and you said, okay, so I had to back up a little bit and say, well, okay, I understand, I hear what you're saying, but are corporations more important than people? Well, no, people are more important. Say, okay, and then, but oftentimes, you know, we don't really talk about things that connect with people. You jump right to constitutional amendments.
Yeah. But that has to be the bottom line. That people are more important than corporations. Eric, thanks for being here with us.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you dropping by. It's much appreciated.